Man, I see some pathetic people in my life, man, but this don't get no pathetic of Cyrax right here. Cyrax just broken, people. He's just broken. I don't said everything that needed to be said about this goblin. I can't believe he really think that someone really sent this painting because of his efforts on the internet. No, they sent you a painting of your picture because you're a joke, man. You're a freaking joke, and you know it. But I seen the video of I'm gonna go ahead and address it. I seen the video of what you call him talking to Ed, and Ed, Ed seemed like a laid back person. He seemed like a pretty laid back, chill person. But honestly, I think it's just a waste of time because I mean Ed already done said this numerous times. We even seen it in the police body cam. I even heard Ed said like she don't want Sally don't want to listen. She don't want to hear it. I got no control over it. Like I don't heard Ed mention this on the police body camera. So what Ed said on the phone doesn't shock me because that's what I expect from somebody like Ed. So I think honestly, in my honest opinion, I think it's just a waste of time even talking to Ed on the phone because you're not. That doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere with Ed. Because Ed knows if he push it too far, then Sally gonna be forced to put him out. Like I can kind of tell that he wants to do something about it. I can kind of tell that, if the ball was in his hand and if it was up to him, yeah, we all know he would have done been got rid of Cyrax. He would have been got rid of him. But I can just hear it in his voice. You can hear it in his voice. And what you call him said that, you need to have these conversations with Sally. I think he did, honestly, because ain't no way somebody gonna go 7 to 8 years going through this kind of drama and not have a sit down talk. I mean, I heard Ed said on the phone that Cyrax don't listen. Chance doesn't listen to me, which that's nothing shocking. Which means that Ed had probably tried to talk to him. Ed probably tried to sit him down, try to talk to him, and Cyrax running his mouth, and Ed probably just got up and just said, "Man, let me walk away before I punch this guy in the face," which I don't blame him. I don't blame him because if I was a stepfather and I try to talk to my 35-year-old loser stepson of a goblin, I'm just saying if I was a stepfather and I was with somebody like Sally and she had a 35-year-old goblin staying with her and he's bringing all this drama to our house and our life and everything like that, yes, as a stepfather, I would try to talk to him the best way I can. But as soon as he started getting the attitude with me, I'm trying to talk to him like a man to man, said, man, you need to change your ways, man. You don't brought a lot of problems here in our life, and this is not good. You need to change your ways, man. It's not my fault that you all that stuff like that. I said, you know what? I said, Sally, I tried to talk to him, but every time I try to talk to him, he tried to open his mouth. He tried to run his mouth, and I'm gonna end up punching him in his face. So I'm pretty sure Ed probably done sat down, tried to talk to him, and Ed just said, "No, man. I tried talking to him, Sally. He don't want to listen to me because if I try talking to him, then he gonna try to be a smart ass with me and try to get an attitude with me, and then I'm gonna be forced to punch him in his face." So I can understand why Ed don't want to waste his time because Ed knows it's just a waste of time trying to talk to Cyrax. He knows it's a waste of time. He know it is, and I think it's a waste of time even talking to Ed on the phone. I mean, yeah, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, but I just know for a fact that if Ed could push it, yeah, Ed could push it, but he could really push it and really snap. But if he does that, then he's the one gonna be looked at as the villain. He's the one gonna be looked at as the aggressor, and then Sally or Cyrax gonna end up calling the police on Ed, and then Ed's gonna be the one that had to be kicked out, and Ed's gonna be the one gonna be homeless. So I kind of see why Ed is is kind of falling back and saying, "Look, I tried." It's almost sound like what he was saying on the phone. So talking to Ed on the phone is just a waste of time, in my opinion. And he tried to get Sally to talk. They asked Ed. He asked Ed. He gets Sally on the phone. He said Sally doesn't want to talk. Sally don't want to talk. If Sally let this go on for 7 to 8 years, of course somebody like that is not gonna want to get on that phone and talk. So again, it's a waste of time even talking to Sally. It's a waste of time even talking to Ed. It's just a waste of time. I wouldn't even waste my energy. I mean, it was a worth a shot. It was a worth a shot, but it's just a waste of time. Like I said, I wouldn't waste my time even trying to talk to Ed. And Sally don't want to talk. She don't want to talk at all. I saw the video footage of Sally calling, and the operator said, like, you know, what had he done now? And she said, oh, my son's having problem online. And then the man told Sally on the phone, like, you know, have you ever sat down and talked with him or changed his ways? She said, like, well, he's not doing nothing. And the man said, he's threatening people online. And you see how she got quiet there for a minute? Like, you know, you see how she got a little tongue tied right there. Because she know the man is right. The man, I mean, come on now. That's not good right there for a person to sit there and when you got the police watching you like that and telling you that, hey, your son's making threats online. You know, he keep provoking these trolls. And that's what everybody's trying to get through Sally's head. Like, Cyrax is provoking these trolls, talking about he's not bothering nobody. He's making threats online. He's making threats. So when you make threats like that, you're only just going to encourage people to want to screw with you. And that's what he's doing. You know? I don't see how in the world he's getting away with it as long as he did. Because if it had been anybody else like me that's making threats online, they would have been arrested me. They would have been arrested me. They would have been arrested y'all. I know y'all feel the same way like how I feel. If y'all did the same thing what Cyrax did, if we all was making threats online like he did, man, they would have been put our asses in jail. They would have. They would have been locked us up. But I guess because he gets a pass, because in their eyes he's special needs or whatever. I don't know though, man. I have no idea. But he's making threats towards ICE, telling ICE what they ain't gonna do and this and that. Man, ICE ain't scared of you, man. I guarantee you, man, if ICE and that whole crew would have sat there and watched your video, Cyrax, of watching you getting trolled, watch you getting played, they would laugh in your face. Like, this little bastard right here gonna threaten us. I mean, they all they're gonna do is just laugh at you, Cyrax. That's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna laugh at you. Although they will still come in there with guns drawn on you, Cyrax. But I like to see you. I guess Cyrax must think he's Neo from the Matrix. I guess he think he's like Smith from the Matrix, right? You think you're gonna dodge the bullet in slow motion? You think you're gonna be like Neo from the Matrix when they shoot at you? You're just gonna stop the bullets from coming towards you or something, Cyrax? Is that what you're gonna do, Cyrax? I mean, you have zero combat experience of using a rifle, whatever kind of gun you got in your house. You don't go. You don't even leave the house. You don't even go to the shooting range. Do you even know how to use a gun, Cyrax? That's the big thing. Do you even know how to use a gun? Although if I was ICE, I wouldn't take no chances. I wouldn't take him very lightly. I would still come in there with guns drawn just in case Cyrax do decide to go up in there. But yeah, it's I mean Cyrax ain't gonna do nothing, man. He just running his mouth. I still wouldn't take him lightly though, because you know, somebody like Cyrax, you can't turn your back on somebody like Cyrax, because you know, you turn your back on a guy like Cyrax. Cyrax one of them cowards that will shoot you in the back. Your back be turned, and then he end up pulling a gun and shoot you in the back though. So no, you don't want to sleep on a person like Cyrax or underestimate somebody like Cyrax. I mean, yeah, he's a joke on the internet. He's a joke, but you know, everybody has their breaking point. You know what I'm saying? Cyrax they need to come down there and arrest Cyrax and just keep him in there, keep him in jail for about at least a couple of years. Like, look at Daniel Lawson. Look how long Daniel Lawson has been sitting down there. Daniel Lawson has not made a video in about a year now. He's been sitting down there for about a year, just sitting there. And they need to do the same thing with you, Cyrax. Just have you sit there. Take all the internet away from you. You have no ways of getting on the internet. You see how Daniel Lawson is. Daniel Lawson does not have no way of getting on the internet. And I know it's killing him. And they need to do exactly the same thing from you. If Cyrax, I don't even think Cyrax will make. I don't think he'll make it a year without going to the internet. Because it'll just drive him mad. It'll just drive him completely mad when he does not have no ways of getting on the internet to say what he want to say, because he's just addicted to the internet. He's addicted to it. But 2026 is gonna be a horrible year for the Goblin. I can assure you that. He's getting worse and worse and worse. You're making threats online, and now people coming on your property, disconnecting your wires and stuff like that, your internet wires and stuff like that. You know, Ed even said himself that, people came over there, busted out his car window and stuff like that, costing him money and this and that. And back to Ed though on what he said. Ed talking about like, yeah, y'all costing me money and this and that. Which I get that he's upset about that, because if you have a vehicle, if you have a vehicle and you got to keep dashing out money like that, yeah, you can get angry about it. I mean, I know I would too. I'd be mad about it too, but I would be more mad with Cyrax. I'd be more ticked off with him. I would put all the blame on him. So yeah, Ed, you can sit there and try to put it on everybody out there that's doing this. I mean, yeah, but Cyrax was the one that poked the beehive. He's the one that's provoking these people to do something. So most of the blame goes to Cyrax. And I think Ed knows it's Cyrax's fault. I know I would. If I was if I was the stepfather and I had a goblin son like Cyrax, and people coming over there messing with my vehicle, busting out my window 4 or 5 times, yeah, I'd be angry. But I'd be taking my anger out on Cyrax every time. Every time I get a busted out window, Cyrax get a black eye every freaking time. And you know what? If I go to jail, I go to jail for it. Oh well, it is what it is though. But I definitely would be taking my anger out on Cyrax more. It is your fault, because you the one that. And everybody knows it's Cyrax's fault. They know it's his fault. And I think deep down, Sally knows it's Cyrax's fault. She knows that. Because who brought all that drama there? He did. He the one that got on the internet. Sally and Ed never got on the internet. Chance did. He's the one that got on the freaking internet. So you want to blame somebody? Blame Cyrax for that. He chose to get on the internet. He chose to provoke people. So all the blame should go to him, which it is his fault. But I don't know. Now Cyrax is on TikTok now. He's on TikTok. And they say he's trending like crazy. You sure you want that kind of attention, Cyrax? Because you really generate a lot of heat on you. That's not, I mean, you're trending all over social media, and it's up to 1 million views. You should, and trust me, it's not going to be in a good way, because now you are alerting more people about you that don't know about you. But once they search you up and they do their research on you and they see what you're going through, yeah, they're going to laugh at it. Yeah, they're going to be disgusted about it, about everything you did in the past. But it's only going to encourage more people to come to your place to do something to you. Because Cyrax, you got to understand one thing. Everybody knows where you live at. And by you making that video and encouraging more people to be aware of you, they'll come after you. Let's see you try to take on the world by yourself, Cyrax. You against the world, you're going to lose, Cyrax. You're going to lose. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to say right now, though. It's just a waste of time talking to Ed. It's just like I said, it's a waste of time, y'all. I don't know why people keep trying to talk to Ed. Like Ed ain't gonna man up. He's not gonna step up. He's not. He's gonna continue on taking this mess. So I wouldn't even waste my time trying to talk to Ed. I wouldn't even waste my time trying to talk to Sally. Only when Sally, let me tell you something. Only when Sally is gonna have to say something, when the police gonna have to force some questions out of Sally and take Sally to court and start charging Sally for all the things that Chance has been doing, she'll do something about it then. Because I said it before, they need to start charging Sally too. And they need to let Sally know that, Sally, you are the legal guardian of this goblin. So any threats that he make online, not only that he's going to be charged with it, but you're going to be charged with it too, because you failed to try to talk to this goblin. You failed because your name's on the leash and you're responsible for everything that goes, Sally. And you just let him take over and do these things. We're going to charge you too. And I guarantee you, when they start, when the feds down there say that, Sally, we're going to charge you for the crimes that Chance has committed on the internet, you're going to be charged too. I guarantee you, once they start doing that, I guarantee you, Sally going to have to make a tough decision. Either stop that goblin from doing what he's doing, or you go down with him. And I guarantee you, Sally, that's going to be the hardest and toughest choice you're going to have to make. Because if you want to go down with this goblin, then you're going to lose everything. You're going to lose the house. You're going to lose everything. Like, do you really want to lose everything, Sally? You know, one thing about my parents always told me when I was a teenager, my parents told me that they love me. But if anything that I do, I'm going to have to deal with the consequences myself. Yes, my parents will be there to support me in the courtroom, and they'll do everything they can trying to help me. But if it's something that I did, they're not going to go down for it. Because my parents always told me, like, love you, son, but we ain't going to jail for you. And there's a lot of parents that feels that way about their kids. They do what they can to try to help their kids, even though they know their kids is in the wrong. But one thing that some of these parents ain't going to do, they're not going to go to jail for their kids over their screw-ups. Ain't no parents going to take no blame for that. They're going to be like, son, daughter, you got yourself in this mess, so you're going to have to face up to the judges and prosecutors. You're going to have to face up to them. You know what I'm saying? This is your mess. This ain't my mess. Because anybody that's a parent out there would say, they'll do anything they can to help their kids out, but they're not going to sit there and go to jail for their kids' mess or something that they didn't do. Ain't no parent want to go down for that. And that's exactly what needs to happen to Sally. Sally needs to go down for Cyraxx charges. She needs to go down for that. You know? And I guarantee you she's going to have to make a choice. But, hey, Sally, if you want to make that choice and you want to go down along with this goblin, hey, that's on you. No skin off my back. I ain't going to lose sleep over it. Everybody on the internet just going to call you an idiot. That's what everybody going to say if it ever come to that. Anyway, that's all I want to say. I'm going to go ahead and clock in for work, y'all. Anyway, peace.